Good morning everyone. Good morning kung saan man kayo naroroon. At good night or good morning. Welcome to my road trip in Iceland. So ayan guys, abangan nyo yung aking travel dito sa Iceland. Ayan guys, andito kami ngayon sa kalsada. Ciao, ciao! Good morning guys. So ito yung ating pang third day, day 3 na road trip dito sa Iceland. Mahangin lang kaya ayaw ko nang masyadong mahangin. So ayan guys, andito tayo sa kanilang church, cemetery. Ayan, cemetery nila yan. Ayan, tapos bibisita tayo sa farmhouse. Yan, farmhouse. Voila, we are closer na to Varlahlid village. Atud sweet! Good morning guys. So ito yung ating pang third day, day 3 na road trip dito sa Iceland. Mahangin lang kaya ayaw ko nang masyadong mahangin. So ayan guys, andito tayo sa kanilang church, cemetery. Ayan, cemetery nila yan. Tapos bibisita tayo sa farmhouse. Yan, farmhouse. So ngayon, it's a national holiday. It's Ireland national holiday. So everything is closed. Kaya, ayan guys, mga tao ngayon na nasa camping at picnic. So, ciao, ciao! So ayan guys, bibisitahin natin ngayon ang farmhouse na yan. Ayan o, yung bahay na yan. They are all covered with plants. So pupuntahan natin mamaya, ikot sa loob. Good morning guys, ito naman ang iyong Pilipinang biyahero. Biyahe ng biyahe. Sa ngayon, agad kaya. Open in 1952, Glaumbaer Museum is Iceland's best museum housed inside turf roof farm buildings. Discover traditional Icelandic homes dating back to the 18th and 19th century. Take a walk through a hobbit-like rooms connected by a central passageway. This perfectly preserved historical farm shows how Icelanders lived for centuries. Museum goers, it's time to explore. This farm is said to have stood on this site in northern Iceland since the late 9th century. In other words, about as long as the island has been settled. Now, rather than a working farm, the Glaumbaer Farm and Museum is home to beautifully preserved Icelandic turf house that offer glimpse of life in the 18th and 19th century. Built out of stone, wood, and of course turf, the buildings are a style that was common in the region in the 18th and 19th centuries. The surrounding landscape offered a limited amount of suitable building stones, so the abundant turf was used to supplement the walls of these buildings. The interior frames were made using imported timber and driftwood. After Glaumbaer Farm's last inhabitants moved out in 1947, and the site was turned into a museum. The building vary in age. The oldest was likely built in the mid-18th century, and the most recent is 1876 and 79. So ayan guys, alam nyo ba kung ano yung turf? Turf, yung may mga halaman na pang-isolation nila sa wall at saka sa roof. Yun ay isang halaman na may putik, tapos may mga halaman. Yun, para hindi masyadong malamig yung bahay. Kaya yan ang tinatawag nilang turf. The farm has a total of 13 rooms, each with its own function. The main unit is the Baustufa, and a communal eating and sleeping space where people sat to do their handwork. Food was stored and prepared in the pantry and kitchen. The bandahus consists of an entrance front hall and facades that connected the farmhouse building. One house provided accommodation for the elders and other members of the household. There are also guest rooms, storerooms, and blacksmith workshop.
Another stockroom for wine.
On the museum grounds, there are also two wooden houses known as Gelastofa and Asus. These contain office space, a gift shop, and a small museum exhibit.
Imagine na lang ako
Nearby
pag malamig
Glaumbaer
dito.
Church was built in
Super lamig
1926. Pag winter, grabe siguro ang lamig kasi alam mo naman, puro ice. Tapos glacier. Mabuti ngayon natutunaw na kaya may climate change. So,
This is a baking.
may mga bagong building na sila talaga. So, ito pinipreserve talaga nila. Super preserve talaga nila yan. Ginawang museum. Iceland seems to have a special thing for turf houses. This is why the country is the best spot if you want to have a look at amazing turf house, including Glaumbaer Turf House. The historic church houses are situated in Skagafjordur in North Iceland. The name Glaumbaer is borrowed from the farm on which the turf houses are located.
Kind of sleepers, imagine.
Glaumbaer turf houses give you a peek into the household of a bygone era in their natural settings. In Iceland, everyone used to live in a turf house. Some of them still grace the country and are considered important from a historical point of view. Most of them are preserved.
This
Glaumbaer turf house
machine.
are collectively turned into a museum for visitors.
Oh, nice bedroom.
Pero alam mo guys, grabe talaga. Ayan, oh, may mga bedroom pa yan. Ayan, oh. Yan yung kanilang basin. Diyan sila naghihilamos. Mayroon silang arinola siguro sa kanilang toilet. Ganon. Ayan, pangpainit ng tubig. Ayan. So, dito daw nakatira din yung pari, sabi ng guide. Mayroon dito room yung pari at saka yung member ng mga pamilya dito rin nakatira. Imagine, in 1947, Glaumbaer was declared a protected site and is now owned by the National Museum of Iceland. It has been run as a museum by the Skagafjordur Heritage Museum since 1952. If you visit the Glaumbaer Turf House and have a look inside, you can see how life in Iceland was back in the 18th and 19th centuries. Glaumbaer is quite a historic farm as here lived Snorri Forminsson and his parents in the 11th century, around 1010. Snorri is most likely the first European child to be born in America, while his parents were an exploration there long before Columbus discovered America. Wow, tagal na pala. Nag-discover ang parents niya bago ma-discover ang America ni Columbus. Grabe guys.
There's another bedroom there.
Snorri mother, huwag na natin pronounce ang pangalan, sobrang hirap, was the widow of Forstien, who was Eric the Red's son and the brother of Leif the Lucky, who discovered America. Gudridor then married Forfinur Karisefni and had Snorri by him in what is now called Newfoundland. Gudridor had immigrated to Greenland with her parents, and Gudridor and Forfinur meant to settle in Benland as they called it back then. But there were conflicts with the locals, so after one winter, they had to return back. Gudridor is considered to be the most widely traveled woman in Iceland. In the Middle Age, she made 8 sea journeys and crossed Europe twice on foot. Wow, courageous. Who can read more about these people in the saga of Eric the Red and Greenlanding saga? Greenlanding saga. Oh, grabe. Hindi ma-pronounce. So, one can say that some very well-known characters in Icelandic history lived on Glaumbaer farm. Porfinor Karisifni was from Nestador, close by Glaumbaer, which was back then called Istador and Reninis. And when they returned back to Iceland, they lived at Reninis for a while. It is not certain when they started living at Glaumbaer, but after his father had passed away, Snorri lived at Glaumbaer and built a church there. Ayan na yung church dyan, katabi.
View.
Here in Glaumbaer, you will also find two timber houses on the museum ground. One is called Gelstufa and the other one is Ashus. Gelstufa contains the office of the museum and the museum store, and in Asus there are exhibitions on housekeeping in the first decade of the 20th century. Ayan o, yan na yung bahay.
It's so cute.
This kind of house were added to turf houses before wooden houses were built in the late 19th century. They called be moved between farms, and Gelstufa was moved 6 times. Ashus was built in 1884-1886 and shows
Viking
the building
ruins had
style
been discovered
that
at
look
Glaumbaer
following
some
some 150
houses.
meters east of the current turf farm. A 30-meter-long Viking-age longhouse from the 11th century was found, as well as some other smaller structure. It is lovely visiting Glaumbaer, just like stepping back in time. So I recommend stopping there and having a look around. So if you visit this Glaumbaer farmhouse, you have to respect because it's really protected by Iceland government.
Church.
So ayan guys, maraming turista
Nagawa
dito.
din ng turf.
At very limited ang papasok dahil maliit lang sa loob. Tsaka ang mga room maliliit din. Hindi pwedeng marami ang papasok sa loob.
Papasok tayo guys sa loob. Ayan. Pasok tayo dyan sa loob. Maya. So yan yung surrounding na may cementerio. This is inside church. Ayan.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a fish. I'm not sure.
It's a group of tour bus.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so they're coming.
Ouais, de toute façon, ce qui est intéressant, c'est l'extérieur. L'intérieur,
Yeah,
il
so...
n'y a rien d'extraordinaire.
Oh, that is the priest. Oh, come in. The altar. So this is the... Wala guys, that's the old church made of turf roofing. Ayan, tapos cementerio palibot. Ayan. Wala natin ang video. Ayan.
So ayan guys, ikutin natin palibot itong church na to, made of turf. Yan yung naka-isolation nila yan pinaka kasi malamig. Kaya pag may ganyan, hindi na masyadong malamig sa loob. Ayan, sa likod ng simbahan. Ayan.
Ayan, palibot.
Ayan, tapos iikot tayo, paikot. Ayan. So ang bubong nila ay puro din turf para protection sa ice. Ayan. Okay guys, hanggang dito na lamang. I hope you enjoy and see you on my next travel vlog. Ciao, ciao!